Bellingham will make Cafu change his opinion about English football. Jude Bellingham is on his way to becoming the new icon of English football. One can step foot into the temple that honours legends. The Summer Challenge with Bellingham will begin at June 2nd. Wembley Stadium with the Champions League final became the starting place for a promising and exciting adventure for a young man in his 20s. Wembley, place of origin, Bellingham has experienced the sweetest days of his career. However, as unbelievable as it may sound, things may just be starting. At the age of 20, Bellingham won La Liga. The player who scored the most goals for Real Madrid in the 2023-24 season. Another victory over Borussia Dortmund in the Champions League final will help Bellingham close out a highly successful year for the club. On May 29, Bellingham was honoured as La Liga's best player in his first year playing football in Spain. It's all thanks to his explosive performance and the number of goals scored, up to 19, valuable player, an achievement that makes many strikers take their hats off in admiration. It's important to remember that Bellingham is just a midfielder. On the same day, a report conducted by the International Football Research Agency, CIES, pointed out that Bellingham topped the list of the most valuable players in the football world, estimating that this player has a reasonable price. This market value is about $304 million. If Real Madrid wants to sell the former Dortmund midfielder, the actual amount of money the club earns could skyrocket. At June 2nd, Bellingham will set foot on the familiar Wembley grass in his hometown with a new mission. He must help Real Madrid win the Champions League. The opponent that stopped Los Blancos was Borussia Dortmund, the club that contributed to nurturing and elevating Bellingham. What could be more wonderful and meaningful than attending the Champions League final taking place right at home? The dream has come true for Bellingham, who once confessed that he always wanted to play football at Wembley one day. In the Champions League final, I know this is an opportunity that is not easy to come by, and I don't want to waste a second. It would be stupid to come here and want to avoid this opportunity. Bellingham said. Challenge for Bellingham. In June, the 20-year-old man began an exciting career journey. Everything originates from Wembley. Win or lose, it's just the beginning. After the Champions League final, Bellingham and England entered the Euro 2024 finals in Germany, a tournament that placed a great responsibility on Bellingham's shoulders. Last month, Brazilian football legend Mr. Cafu added salt to the pain of English football when he said that football in the foggy country only inflates the value of players, while real talent is not as expected. I'm afraid that the more Brazilian players move to the Premier League to play, the less chance our national team will have of winning the World Cup. Cafu said. Imagine being brainwashed by the media every week that you're the best in the world, when the truth is you've never reached that level. Cafu was partly right. Since winning the World Cup in 1966, the British have never touched the Gold Cup at any World Cup or Euro playground. The last time they came close to the title, they suffered a painful defeat to Italy after a penalty shootout at Wembley in the Euro 2020 final. Too much disappointment leads to pessimism. This season, English football continues to be empty-handed in all competitions. Their only consolation probably comes from Bellingham, the foggy midfielder wandering in Spain. Bellingham's calm and poise instilled confidence in fans, helping them feel that, after all, English football has real talent. I talked a lot with Bellingham, Real Madrid midfielder Luka Modric shared. He showed everyone how talented he was. But what surprised me most about Bellingham was his mentality and work ethic, which was second to none. Bellingham is a great player. In every training session and match, he gives 100%. Bellingham's winning mentality is something that surprises me. He also plays football with a very high IQ, always understanding competition, even when he needs to handle the ball. Bellingham will be there and ready to do it. When he needs to fight, he is not afraid of anything, the 2018 Golden Ball winner emphasized. Modric rarely uses kind words towards anyone, but when he does speak up, he is certainly trustworthy. Bellingham is joining a group of other talented players such as Kylian Mbappé, Erling Haaland, and Vinicius Jr. to open a new era for world football in the post-Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo era. However, to inherit the throne of two famous superstars, they must have noble titles. Last year, Holland lifted the Elephant Ear Trophy with Man City. Now it's Bellingham's turn to conquer the challenge.